Hello everybody, Kizillo here. Welcome back to another episode of Super Robot Wars V. In the last episode, we went to the Martian ruins in order to fight the Martian successors. However, both dragons and Guardian also showed up, turning it into a four-way fight. We ultimately managed to come out on top, but then a bunch more dragons appeared along with a mysterious red paramale. Furthermore, 6 mysterious black-colored Bilkuses just showed up as well and started fighting. And then, Yurika Misumaru integrated herself into the connection unit in order to save Akito, sending us somewhere. Now before we continue, current conditions unknown. All data analysis temporarily suspended. Checking conditions gets top priority. That's fair enough. So where exactly are we? Ghoulie, S3429Y, destroyed. The situation is progressing as predicted. It's now imperative to form units and take the plan to the next level. Scenario 22, Red Earth. What does that mean? Those Xeon bastards just do whatever they want. This is all thanks to that Londo Bell unit. Captain, something strange is happening. It's... Space is distorting? What is this? What's going on? Report current status. Unknown. All navigation systems are unable to ascertain current conditions. Rotating camera to 10 o'clock. Red planet? Navigation systems have recovered. Coordinates confirmed. We're in close proximity to Earth. We've returned to Earth? No, it's... That red isn't from the seas drying up. The seas themselves are red. What? Deployment of units in this sector confirmed. Vessels and robots from Neo Zeon and the Earth Federation forces. And yet they're not from our world, which means that we've transferred to Commander Amuro's world? Calls incoming from the Nadesico B, Ptolemaios 2, and Tuatha de Danann. Apparently, all mobile units in that area are contained inside the respective vessels. So they're all safe then. Don't let your guard down. Neo Zeon and the Earth Federation forces are engaging in battle. Call incoming from the Tuatha de Danann. They've deemed that this is their world, and as such they want to take charge of the place themselves. Let them know that we concur. Neo Zeon and the Earth Federation forces in battle. I feel like I'm watching the history of our own world from 100 years ago. What's with that fleet coming out of nowhere like that? A new Zeon weapon, maybe? To the forces of the Federation forces and Neo Zeon. I am Commander Talitha Testarossa, member of Mithril and commander of the Tuatha de Danann. Mithril? The mercenary unit hired by Londo Bell? This vessel and its allies have no intention of fighting. We are planning to withdraw from this sector. We hope you Are you serious? You're just gonna leave and not do anything about this? You're Londo Bell collaborators. That means you're part of the Federation forces. How could you possibly not fight against Zeon? We are only collaborating with Londo Bell. We are under no obligation to follow orders from the Federation. Right now, we find ourselves in a unique situation. As a result, our first priority is to ensure our own safety. Captain, what would you like to do? As long as they're collaborating with the Federation, there's no way we can just let them go. Commence attack! A unit called Neo Zeon is attacking us. That's pretty reckless of them. I have no idea how much firepower we have. Demiragi, what should we do? Should we return fire? If we're not careful, we're gonna get caught up in battle with both sides. Our only choice here is to retreat. Where's that attack coming from? It's not from this side. Reinforcements? Here? They're shooting this way too! Who the hell would be doing that? Direction 4 o'clock, distance 8,000. fleet approaching. Gamillas! That lead vessel. That's what I saw after escaping the dimensional rift. The ones who killed Captain Lang, their own ally? All vessels fire! Double the Yamato and Terran fleets! Oh no! Ah! Oh my god. Neo-Zeon and Federation Forces units have been completely destroyed. According to a message from the Yamato, it was aliens called Gamillas that they were fighting. The Gamillas fleet was apparently thrown into this world during the dimensional quake that happened then. All hands prepare for battle. As long as Gamillas are targeting us, we have no choice but to return fire. Roger! All vessels prepare to engage. Good. Dispatch the mobile units. All mobile units, take off. Let's see. I think this time I will leave you guys off. And then... yeah, I can bring Hathaway. Akito, stop thinking about Captain Eureka. Just concentrate on getting through this. I know. They've released the dolls! Alright then. Do the same. Jupiter Empire mobile suits. That means those bastards were thrown here along with Gamillas. Kincaid, that lead robot. A crossbone Gundam X2. How can this... Kincaid now, I know you're there. I knew it. The bean. You're still alive. No need to be so surprised. You were supposed to be dead too, yet here you are. Why are you cooperating with Gamillas? Well, that's a stupid question. What? Destroying the Earth is the objective of both Gamillas and the Jupiter Empire. It's entirely natural that they would collaborate. So this is what brought you together. No wonder the Gamillans didn't fight the Jupiter Empire. They were actively cooperating from the start. On you, that's not the main reason why I'm collaborating with them. If not that, then what? Sabine, what are you doing? Get a move on. Take command of the Zupus and topple the Terrans. Roger, Commander Goer. Get serious. It's been 3 full days since we were thrown to this other world from the edge of the Milky Way. We don't get hold of the Yamato, we will have no way to get back to our world. All hands be ready. Oh, wow. The enemy is targeting the Yamato. And us, along with it. Please forgive me for getting you embroiled in our situation. It is what it is. We're all in the same boat. The most important thing is that we've got to stop those who came all the way from another world just to expand the conflict. We're quite used to dealing with the likes of them. I'm going to take the liberty of leading this effort. Instruct all robots to attack. Let's break through the mobile units and on the front line and focus on attacking the enemy flagship. Roger. All robots target the enemy flagship. Didn't think we'd see them again in a place like this. They attack us. We'll beat them at their own game. Back home? What's the matter, Tetsuya? Everyone be careful. Range and firepower of the Gamillas vessels exceeds ours by a wide margin. Their enemies have keyed Zilla's Earth. There's no way we're gonna let them win. Gamillas, without any warning whatsoever, you've taken the lives of inhabitants of this world. Vile demons? Do whatever it takes to stop you from expanding the conflict to this planet. Alright, so the SR point's going to be very annoying. We have to defeat all other enemies within 5 turns, and also defeat the Gorgamesh. However, it will retreat once it falls below 10,000 HP. And that is an incredibly annoying thing. Because keep in mind, we have to do this within a specific amount of turns. As such, what we are going to be doing, we are going to be deploying... We're going to do the load up and deploy strategy that I showed off in the last video. And then... Excel. None of you have Excel for some god-awful reason. So let's do this. Alright, end the current phase. Yeah, the main issue is just going to be getting... It's going to be killing the Gorgamesh. Because it's a very specific vessel. Or rather, like, you guys know the deal. We have to get this within a specific amount of turns, or else we just don't get it, and then we have to deal with this all over again. Another transfer. We've got to figure out that system while also keeping ourselves safe. To keep Gamillas from giving up on bringing down the Yamato, we likewise cannot give up on making our way to Iskandar. Alright, and I get that, Okita, I really do, but, Alright, let's use cruise missile on you. This is our world. We must, by our own hands, strike down intruders who seek to spread needless conflicts. Yes, ma'am. Attack target is the enemy flagship. We're not just gonna let them do as they please with this precious universe of ours. Alrighty, so... and now that everybody's been moved up, launch the robots! Now that's the red Earth I've been hearing about. Quite a shock when you see it with your own eyes. Speaking as a seafarer, a sea isn't a sea unless it's blue. Time to dispose of the enemy and cut a path back to the world we came from. Alrighty. Launch Mike Dine. Maito, what exactly should we... Pull yourself together, Gine. Wherever Shibuya and Trudao may be, they haven't lost sight of what has to be done. And wherever this is, there's only one thing that we need to do. To vanquish evil! Roger, Maito! Where? With thugs who shoot first and ask questions later? There's no need to hold back! Alrighty, so now launch these Gundams. Along with the Arbalest. So bring the Arbalest down to here. The idea that I'd come back under these circumstances. The phenomenon on Mars back then must be the cause. Right now, the end is more important than the means. Concentrate on what's right in front of you. We'll fight so that we can live as soldiers, and we'll fulfill our duty to protect Chidori. Sasuke, you blithering idiot. I think that's the last thing she'd want. I can't believe that this time around, we're actually in the same position as Tetsuya and Trudao and the rest. Yes, and they dealt with whatever problem they faced. We just have to follow their ways. Alrighty, so let's launch you guys. And then getting suddenly driven to Arsenal is like getting thrown into a different world. After all that, there's no reason to panic now. Whatever world it is, and whoever I encounter, I will live on. I will survive. Let's see. That's all the forces from those three. Launching She Gundam. Plus, I'm back. Meanwhile, the fighting in this world continues. What exactly should I do? And don't worry about it to Archie, Hathaway. Launching Destiny. Eo's young on the Federation forces. They're both completely self-serving. And so are the Gamillans for that matter. Are you all really hungering for war that much? Yes. Yes, they are, Shin. Deploying Strike Freedom. This world and the whole universe is filled with conflict. Marcus, I really want to see you. Ooh, somebody's got the hots. Eureka, I hope you're alright. If only I had some way to be sure. Hey, don't worry about it too much, dude. Alrighty, deploying Bongray. Let's do this. Whatever worlds I go to, it's just battle after battle. It's just so disappointing. Looking at it rationally, I have concluded that human beings are creatures that like to fight. Alright, don't take a few horrible people as a sample and then generalize them to all human beings. There are way more people who want to live in peace than there are people who want to fight. For those peaceful folks especially, that we need to fight with everything we've got. Well put, Sochi. Alrighty, so let's see. Christ, how did Vilcus get so banged up already? We're back, and with Ryoma as well. Now I need to wait for an opening. What are you talking about, Tetsuya? Let's see, also, it is worth mentioning that I did upgrade, the Great Mazinger for this stage, along with a few others as well as pilots. Namely, I had to put a few levels into Ryoma, or specifically, a few levels into him gaining the pilot skill Save Energy. Which isn't all too bad, I'm not gonna lie. Why, you might... Now, why exactly would that be, you might be wondering. Well... It's because his attacks now cost... 2/3 of what they did before. Red Sea? Seriously? What a painful excuse for a planet this is! Let's hit the enemy in front of us. We'll have plenty of time to think later on. Well put, my guy. Alright, shouldn't be too much longer. Let's see. Like, the only real issue that we're gonna encounter is trying to, I'm calling it now, it's gonna be trying to defeat the Gilgamesh. Let's have Dive Bomber repair the Vilkis. Or, no, not Dive Bomber, but Guard Diver. Let's activate Transam and move you over here. Let's see now. We can use Rekka to help deal major damage. A Gundam with a skull and crossbones. It's Sabine Charo of the Jupiter Empire. Come across a familiar face in a place like this. Well, you know, I did also fight in the Jupiter War. We're from the same planet and all, but there's no way I can overlook the fact that you've thrown in with Gamillas. Damn, Soji's really pissed. And I don't blame him, like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're a human. Do you really honestly think that they will treat you better than other humans just because you're... what's the word? Different? Okay, you have to be almost dead by now. Okay, you are almost dead. Good. Alright, let's do this. Then heal you up. Die Tarnover. Now, one thing I don't quite know is if I also have to defeat the Gilgamesh within 5 turns as well. I think I don't have to. I just have to defeat all the other guys. I simply wanted to introduce myself. I will end you all when the opportunity presents itself. Wait a minute! Sabine, you coward! You can't just shoot your mouth off like that and then walk away! Hey, Kincaid. Leaving us no choice. We have to fight. What are you thinking, Sabine? Would you really rather see the Earth destroyed than give up your strange obsessions? Oh yes, you would. You're a lunatic. So let's move the Danon up here. Move you forward, and attack you with Excalibur. And the driver and seat are activated. Alright, so let's have you board. Let's use XL. Get you over to here. Destroy you, and then move you up to here. Use Phantom 01. Speed is activated for you. Alright, we've got 2 more turns to kill all the other enemies. And hopefully the Gilwerga mesh as well. I get the feeling that these guys are going to be really annoying and hard. Especially these battleships. But it is what it is. Finally moving out. Alright, let's do the mobile sortie. In other words, load as many units as possible. Destroy you. Retrieve you. Have as many units get onto the battleships as possible. That way, all of them are juiced up. Except, of course, for the Vongray, because the Vongray's got a very important role to play. Damage dealer. But it's gonna be doing it alongside the Yamato. Let's see. Let's attack you, shall we? Alrighty, I am going to save. How are they already repaired? What? Ah, well. Let's go. So the Yamato should be able to deal a lot of damage. Of course they're attacking Zambot 3. Cowards. Okay, so it does come with 29k HP, which is nice to know. So let's see. Yeah, let's take you out with Akito. Let's use Volley of Fire. I am gonna save on this turn. Damn you, Yamato! You're the cause of all this, including us being thrown into a place like this! Now watch while we snatch the Geshu Town machine and get ourselves back to our own world! Yeah, right, dude. Okay. So, all we have to do is just take care of this chunk. Let's... Crap, I can't... But I can with you! Aha! Alright. Let's take out this ship. And save. Because we need to try to... make sure we don't kill it, or get it below 10,000 HP. Okay, I think that's about as close as we will be able to get it. Let's send out... Kira. And Atherum. But firstly... Okay, because if I send you down here... Oh, crap. Wait, no, that doesn't work. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to think, what would be the best way to go about this? Maybe... this? No. And hang on. Okay, I think I can do this now. Because you come to here. Yeah, so... use... hang on, not yet. Right, so we use Luna Maria's Excalibur. Okay. Let me save before I do anything. So let's have Guard Diver use the Diver Detonator. Okay, excellent. Now let's have you come out. And you use Rekka. Hang on. Alright, now we can do this. I'm doing my best to make sure that I absolutely do it. So let's see. Will this let me kill the Gilgamesh? will Rekka be able to kill is the question. Come on. Come on. Get me the kill, Soji. Swear to God, if I'm like just a few things short, I'm like if I'm a few health points short, I'm going to be so pissed. Yes! Yes! Oh, it feels so good! Hold it! I have no intention of dying in this godforsaken place. It's time to retreat! They've retreated. No need to give chase. First of all, let's check our status. Still. A red Earth. This ominous redness. It looks like this planet is overflowing with conflict. Woo! Hey Yamato! Why not just surrender quietly for your own good? Their fighting power is much higher than it was when they first escaped from the dimensional rift. If we don't bring our entire army to bear, we'll just repeat today's results again and again. I'm well aware of that. I don't have to be told that by the likes of you! The Bean. I put you in charge of the mobile units, but if you're not aware of the limits of your authority, I'll have to rethink that! The ideology of Gamillas really resonated with me. I would never presume to exceed my authority. But Commander Goer, if we continue to fight like this, we're going to find ourselves unable to replenish our supplies. I knew that! Well, in that case, can I convince you to leave this to me? You have a plan of some kind? I promise you that I will bring victory to Gamillas, and I'll devote all my energy to gain the Yamato. Sure, I can get the approval of you-know-who as well. Okay then, get it done, Zabine! If we can get our hands on the Geshu Tam drive, we should be able to get across the dimensional barrier. And I could get an audience with the Supreme Leader, so that I can devote myself to the rumored mission being referred to as the Grand Universe Unification. This man really is insane. What exactly is going on here? What's the cause of this? Is it that woman who appeared at the end of the fighting on Mars? It seems that everyone who was there could somehow sense Captain Eureka's will. Though we were forced by Captain Eureka to jump. She really did a hell of a job on us! What are you talking about, Hilda? We could easily have been wiped out in the attacks by the dragons and the Black Vilcuses. Eureka. Sure, she was trying to save Akito. It's alright, Akito. There's no question that Eureka is fine. I hope you're right. What happens from here on out is the problem. Akito, we were captured by the boson jump. Shouldn't it be possible to jump back too? Now that you mention it, you are one of those who's capable of controlling the jump, right? Impossible. Huh? True. It's probably possible to move between parallel worlds using the boson jump. As a means of controlling it, there just isn't one. If we screw up the jump, there's no telling what might happen. We'd be lucky if we managed to jump to a world somewhere. If not, we end up dead in the gap between time and space. Alright, so what are we supposed to do? Calm down. Now we can start figuring out what we should do. Easy for you to say, you've already managed to return to your world. Well, I for one can't stand it here. I just can't deal with this creepy Red Sea. Hey, they may be creepy, but do you really think it's appropriate to say that about a world that others call home? If something is creepy, what exactly is wrong with saying so? He's just asking you to show a little consideration. As long as we're being so honest, your planet is a pretty messed up place too, being attacked by the dragons and all. What did you say? Okay, enough of that. In a place like this, let's not waste energy fighting over nothing. Shut up, Gisela, nobody asked you. You're so annoying. Hey, we're in this situation, so we might as well enjoy it. It's tough to get into that frame of mind, but still. We're not quite as easygoing as you are. Come on, don't say that. I'm a veteran at being thrown around. You won't be sorry if you listen to my advice. What do you mean by that? Now that's how a two-time transferee talks. He's been there and done that. Sorry, but I'm not envious at all. You're not? It sounds like a lot of fun to me. Seeing all kinds of different worlds and all. Vivian! All kinds of different worlds, eh? You put it that way, it does kind of pique my interest. It too, Angie? I agree. After all, Trudell and Tabia had those same sorts of experiences too. And they were a big help to us. I guess that means that now it's our turn. And on top of that, they were able to get back to their world. There's no reason that we can't do the same. Exactly. There's always a chance that the same phenomenon that drew Trudell and company to our world might occur again. That's why we've got to make sure that we survive. That's the spirit, everybody. Let's all stay positive. Rosalie, how about you and your group? Not like we're completely out of ways to get home, so first of all, let's stay calm. Sure. Alright, if you say so, Athrone. Listen to you saying things you're not even sure of. Okay, then I'll say one thing that is indisputably true. We're bound to get caught up in the turmoil of this world. If we end up dead, that means we definitely won't get home. That's one thing we can be sure of. Good point. That's something even I can agree with. There's no way I'm cashing in my chips in a place like this. Everyone's here, right? Kodai, what's our status? The captains are about to assess the current situation. They must let people know the details of that discussion. Though, they're apparently going to transmit the meeting to all vessels in real time. Everybody, stand by and wait for that broadcast. That's Chuzo Okita for you. He decided to disclose the information in order to allay everyone's fears. Didn't think this is how we're going to hear all about Trudeau's world. The Red Sea, the combat conditions of Neo Zeon and the Earth Federation forces, and the Gamillans who have been thrown here. Seems like there's no time to rest our minds. No kidding. And we got more DLC unlocked. So I will see all of you in the next episode. Goodbye.